I've got a video about metabolic damage, adaptive thermogenesis, gaining 40 kilos, did a water fast, someone said. And now they look more like Robert Morse. They're going towards Robert Morse physique versus Duran Rider athletic physique. Now, if you want more information, I do have 2 ebooks, fantastic ebooks at duranrider.com. Give you the step-by-step guide. Now, I hate to be salesy, but these books, these ebooks, are literally the best thing. Best information out there for your metabolism, for your lifestyle, relationship tips, cycling tips, all the fitness tips you need, saving money. It's not just about weight loss. We go the whole hog. You've seen me flip people's lifestyles over the years. Actually, they flipped their lifestyle. They just took my advice and ran with it and did really, really well. So what I'm going to talk about now, I touch in detail in my ebooks. And it's very, very simple stuff. Right? I don't write it like super jargony and to look all pompous and pretentious. I write stuff that the average 8-year-old could understand and go, wow, that's really simple. So a big mistake people do is they think things are really complex to solve, and that's their ego. Well, I've been doing all this, I've spent all this money, I've done a fast, and I've done this, and I've spent thousands of dollars with Dr. Morse, who's not even a doctor, and I've done all this stuff, and I watched Dr. Gregor, who's never practiced as a doctor as a day in his life, and I watch his videos every day, and I don't eat rice, and I don't do sugar, and I don't do this, and I did a water fast, and now I'm 40 pounds overweight and anemic. My testosterone, my HPG axis is tanked. I've got no libido. My wife is eyeing off the golfer next door. You know, it's like this happens all the time in the vegan world because people get in this orthorexic reality, you know. It's not just the vegan world. It's the keto world. People don't get enough carbs and they just thyroid crashes, or their SHBG just goes through the roof. Steroid, sex hormone binding globulin just goes through the roof, and then their free testosterone just tanks down, male or female, and they're just like, I don't know what's going on with me. So you've got to get enough carbs, and it's white rice, it's sugar, and it's fruit, and people go, ah. That's just the reality, man. In nature, we would eat so much fruit. Right? We would live in the tropics, shirt off, nice warm, sunshine. I don't know about you, I love freshwater streams, in a rainforest, nice tropical beach, you know, fruit, it's just the good vibes, you know. I don't like cold, snow, UK grey winter. That's just, I could be crazy, but I don't like that. Humans were designed for sunshine. And with sunshine is fruit, year-round sweet fruit. The papaya and the mangoes and the bananas in nature would be, and the other tropical fruits, all the Artocarpus family fruits that most people don't even know exist, and go, well, I just get a green apple from my supermarket and that's fruit. But that's hybrid. You kind of just, it's just, so people just they want to go this way, get the results, but then they're going that way. They got to go north to get the sunshine, or you know, and they're going south. They're going to the South Pole. It's like, dude, north. Go north towards the equator. You're going to the South Pole now. You're going to freeze. You're going to freeze your progress. So this person's gained all this weight. They're like, oh my God, how long is it going to take for me to get slim again and fit and healthy? And depends how much you abused yourself. Did you crash your T3, T4 levels? Did you crash it down and now you crashed your T3, T4 thyroid levels? You spiked your TSH, you dumped, you crashed, you tanked your T3, T4 levels, and now you're becoming a hyper responder to metabolic damage. You're becoming a hyper responder to adaptive thermogenesis. You're becoming a hyper responder to post-starvation obesity. Well, those 3 things are the same. Post-starvation obesity, adaptive thermogenesis, you know, things like that. They're just all the same. Adaptive thermogenesis is the same thing, all right? People can't even talk to myself. People, I'm just trying to make this video quick. People don't even think these things exist. And it's like, they exist, mate. They exist. They exist. Metabolic damage, post-starvation obesity, adaptive thermogenesis. It's the same 3 things, different terms. All right? It's like estrogen. You got estradiol, E2, oestrogen, and estrogen. It's the exact same thing. And estrone is another estrogen. But you got 4 names for one thing, estrogen. A lot of people out there are confused about hormones and stuff. And so that's what happens when you do a water fast. When you do that's why Dr. Morse, you know, that's why he's overweight. It doesn't make him a bad person. It just means his advice is really poor because he can't even follow it himself. And he looks like he's just come out of he stumbled out of a late night bar, peep show in Kansas. Yeah, just like making it rain all the noob cash for those Chinese supplements he sells for God knows how much markup. He's just been making it rain over all the single mums from Idaho. It's like, hey, ladies, I'm a naturopath, yeah. He's just stumbled out. He's like, and you got all these noobs out there going, yeah, what? I'm going to do a tri-fast, damage my kidneys, and I'm going to tank my T3, T4, and then I can feel more crap and buy more supplements. And it's these people create the problem, sell the solution. Let's do this restriction diet. Now you feel crap. Hey, try take my herbs. Maybe you might feel better. So it's just insane. How long is it going to take for you to heal yourself? Depends how much you abuse yourself. Depends how much you tanked, crashed, your T3, T4. Thyroid. Thyroid gland regulates so much. Pituitary gland regulates so much. So you get these women out there, and they're not to be sexist, it goes to guys as well, itchy nose. You get women out there, they get on birth control, which is sex steroids at age 13 or 14 or 15. Man, they get a few pimples, and doctor goes, yeah, we got to take steroids for that. So they get on steroids, they crash, tank their HPG axis, hypothalamus, pituitary, gonadal axis. The HPG axis, they tank it, and doctors don't tell them what's going on. They don't say, hey, you're only 14, I'm going to give you these estrogen or progesterone pills. This is going to make you, as a contraceptive, might clear your skin up, might make you a little bit of bloating less. You won't be ovulating. So you're a 13-year-old girl, and the first ovulation you'll have, or you already had that because you got your period, and the next ovulation you'll have will be when maybe you're 40. And a couple of years later, if you get breast cancer or cervical cancer, oh, there was no correlation there. You know, it's in the whole time you never really, truly, what I would consider, in my opinion, you can disagree, a full woman ovulating in your monthly cycle as nature, God, whoever you believe in intended. You know, I'm not a fan of the contraceptive pill unless you were born in the ovaries. Then yeah, having the synthetic hormones can be great, life change. But so you got these women out there who do that, and then they do eating disorders, yo-yo dieting because the pill's making them gain weight, and their pharmacokinetic response to the estrogen or progesterone pill they're on is just like, or they're taking the Mirena IUD, or they're doing the implant, and they're pharmacokinetic and the pharmacodynamic responses to these powerful sex steroids are just shutting down ovulation. And then the testosterone production is like almost zero. So now for them to burn fat's really tough. Now they're gaining weight. Then they do their first crash diet. I've got to cut carbs. I'm going to do grape juice diet. I'm going to do I'm going to eat just bananas, but not too many bananas diet. And then I'm going to do the Mick the vegan anemia diet, where I just eat brown rice and a little bit of broccoli. I'm going to do the Dr. Greger treadmill 90 minutes a day and weigh yourself 4 times a day and drink 400 milligrams of caffeine a day diet, and a little bit of broccoli and a bit of brown rice, but not too much, and a bit of blueberries, but a little bit of fruit, but I'm going to eat less and move more. And I'm just soundbiting all these Muppets out there, and I don't have any hate for them, but I have a lot of frustration for how much they mislead people, and people end up with me, and I'm the guy you bring your bike to after you've just abused it and didn't service it, and it's like, well, your bottom bracket's done, and your hubs are done, and your bearings are slop, and this is shot, and we can fix it, but maybe we can't, or it might cost you, And we could have just avoided all of this if you just maintain your bike properly, if you just avoid those fad diets where you're starving yourself, got fear of sugar, try and do raw food, and then get hungry and go, how about just have some rice, have some sugar water, get your carbs, spend an extra $1 or $2 a day and get enough white rice and sugar, and your mood will be so much better. You actually be able to sleep deep, okay, and have a better relationship with people around you, because you're having a better relationship with yourself because you're not as hangry. And so, how long is it going to take? Doesn't matter, man. It might take a week. No, it's not really going to take a week. If you gain 40 pounds and crashing your thyroid from eating disorders, etc., it's probably going to take a year or 5, maybe more, maybe less. It depends. Depends how hard you went. It depends how old you are. It depends how long you took these contraceptive pills for, or how long you did all these crash diets for. If you just did it like one summer by accident, like you just thought, I'm going to do raw food, and then you're like, I can't get raw food, I'll just fast until I can get some raw food, and maybe you had that little challenge going on. I've been there, done that. And so then you eventually like, this is stupid, and you start eating normally, and you start getting chipmunk cheeks. You're like, this is weird. That might take you 6 months to a year to 2 years to recover from that. Now, what if you did a 30-day water fast and you did the Dr. Morse, Dr. Sebi orthorexia program for a couple of years, and you spent thousands of dollars doing that? It costs not much money at all to be healthy. Rice, fruit, sugar, relatively cheap most parts of the world. Now, organic stuff can be, I don't know why, but it can be, I do know why, but yeah, it can be more exy, but there's ways around that. Living in various countries, etc. So things are very cheap. It's very, very cheap to be healthy. It costs more money to be fat. It definitely does. Fat's not, fat's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work. You gotta do starvation diet, and then you gotta rebound, and you gotta tank your thyroid, and you gotta run heaps of coffee and stuff like that. And that ain't cheap. Yeah, and then the mood swings and the SSRI medications and just all this stuff, and the psychiatrists, all those appointments, and they ain't cheap, So to be fat, it's an investment. It's an investment in your self-detriment. And I'm not making fun of people. I'm just trying to make fun of the situation people get themselves into because they follow the wrong advice. Because they follow advice from people who are sincerely wrong or who may come across sincere, but they're just fake people just out to get your cash. And then there's a small minority of people actually out there who generally want to help you and they're sincere, but sincerely wrong. And they're generally noobs who are just like, you say sugar. You're like, sugar's bad. Fruit sugar's okay though. But what's fruit sugar? Fruit sugar's fructose. But fructose, sucrose has got fructose in it. So, but that's from the factory nuts, from the cane or the beetroot. But you don't really know what you're talking about, do you? Oh, but Dr. Greger said, but McGeek the vegan said, I'm like, well, get those people alive to debate me. They won't. Why is that? Because they don't have a script to follow. And I'd love to debate those guys. Just nutritional, friendly, professional, civil. I'd love to debate them. But they would never, ever step up and debate during the night. They never would. Just to be able to talk as humans without, this scientific study doesn't show much context. There's, just a study, like a real discussion with no scripts, no jump cuts, no, this study says, and it's like, where's the context in that study? Who wrote that? You know what I mean? Are these people on the pill? Are these people on steroids? Which is both? What, where's the context there? Do they come from a ignorant sort of background? Like, are they smokers? Are they cyclists? What are these people? These are random average people. So I don't want to be random and average. I want to have an exceptional quality of life. Anyway, so that's the deal. How long is it going to take, man? Who cares? You know what matters? Being on the right path. So how long are you going to keep walking on the wrong path? And walking a step, a day, a week, a month, a year, further and further away from your goal of being slim, fit, lean, healthy, having energy, and having mental control and a massive participation in your daily reality. How far are you from getting on that path? That can happen right now. All right? Go to rebound.com, get me books, study them, and go, I'm going to follow this path. Or if you don't want to spend any money, smash out my videos. Cook up some rice or some fruit or whatever, and just smash out all the Durinos. Go check my Durino podcasts. All right? There's a lot of free information out there. So that's the question: is how long are you going to keep chasing your tail? How long are you going to keep listening to idiots? How many hours a week are you going to invest watching these muppets out there who just going to get you confused? Oh, but Durino said this. Oh, but these people say sugar's bad, or white rice is bad, or too much fruit's bad, or sizes of the cycling make your legs too big, or and I'm making fun here, but how long is it going to take you to really wake up and go, you know what? Durinoider's lifestyle. I like that. I'm going to follow that crazy Aussie banana dude's doing. You know what I mean? There's no one out there that I look at their lifestyle and go, I want that. People go, look at your house, it's a crack den. I love it, man. I could sleep on the street. I've done that. I'm as happy to sleep on the street or sleeping in here, whatever. Natasha in the bed is a bonus. People they see me this dude's always got ace babes in his bed. He's super fit. He's lean. He gets to eat pizza whenever he wants. He's eating ice cream every day, pretty much. He's eating all these fruit smoothies. He's just living this dream life. He's self-made. Doesn't have rich parents. Didn't get handouts from mummy or daddy, which is fine if you do. I was born in Western poverty. I didn't, I don't have a degree or whatever. I'm just this stuff works and I want to help people and I got helped. So, so I'm living that lifestyle. I don't need jump cuts. I have enough mental lucidity and clarity and I understand my topic so well, I can just freestyle it. Natasha's like, what are you going to do a video about? I'm like, about this. You sure want to say? I don't want to say. I'm just going to freestyle. So that's my reality. So I hate to brag and sound arrogant, and I am. But that's the reality, man. I'm living my dream. Just like if I wanted to set up a bike shop, I would ask my, cycling friends, who are associates who have bike shops who are doing really well. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna open a bike shop, and what should I do? I'll be like taking notes, and I got plenty of people I know who own bike shops. I'll be going to them because their bike shops are doing good and they're having fun and the customers are happy, and it's a good community there. So I would take advice from them because they're getting the results I desire. I wouldn't go on PubMed and go, yes, a bike shop. I'd be like, I want to live in the real world. What's going on here? How does a successful bike shop work? How does a person run 14 minutes for 5K? Or, how does a person lose 75 kilos and keep it off? What are they doing? Without gastric bypass surgery that creates a massive amount of nutrient deficiencies and psychological issues, most of the time, and costs a crazy amount of money. There's a lot of potential bad side effects. I'm going to take advice for getting results I desire. Not fake natties who are lying to your face like Kino Bonnie, all these people out there yeah. And that's the thing, is people out there are really good silver-tongued LA liars, and so the noobs are like, oh wow, this video's got a drone in it and it's really professionally done, and it's called marketing, man. Okay? And I've done it before, but it's marketing. These people who see on the street, they wouldn't want to talk to you in real life. They'd be like, hey, don't talk to me, I gotta go. The sort of people be like, I'll stop for a selfie. And inside they're like, hurry up, you motherfucker, I want to fucking go, bang your sister, see ya, fake smoke, oh, make sure you buy something from yourself, shoot your gun. And then I'll see you later, that's the reality. I know, because I've been around people like that too many times. LA, crazy scene. That's the video. How long is it going to take? It depends. What matters is how long you're going to take to get on the right path. And once you're on this path, that's all that fucking matters. Thanks for watching.